Hi everybody. I've been getting a lot of questions about my candy and comments about the candy, so I decided I would show you how to make it. So today, this is NonnaGrace, and she's going to actually make something for you. So here we go. Because I still have candy in my little container, I'm going to pop the candy out, and then I'm going to make up a new batch. So I will take the candy out. I will show you what that looks like. Okay. All you do is you bend back the silicone cup and it pops right out. And we'll put that on the dish. And then I just put the cup back in to the container. Okay, what I do first is I count out 8 of my little chocolates. And I use the Ghirardelli. I put them in this container. And I count out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 little chocolates. So it's just that much chocolate, not very much, but it's enough. Now I'll put this in the microwave. Okay, I microwaved these for 30 seconds. They still have a sound. They don't sound like they've melted really, but I just put it in for 30 seconds. Then I will take 2 tablespoons of butter. I use salted butter because, you know, it doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted. There's 1. And that's approximately 2 tablespoons. And now I will microwave this for 30 seconds. Okay, as you can see, the butter has melted. The chocolate is probably real soft now because they've gotten flatter. Then I take, because I like hemp seed in mine, it's got a real nutty taste. So when I was doing it before, I'd use the teaspoon, and I'd put 6 of the little teaspoons, and I'm getting low on this. I'm going to have to put more in the container. But anyways, I need 2 tablespoons of this. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons rather than, and they're on the, as you see, they're kind of heaped. They're not really, it wasn't level. I can level that one. There are 2 tablespoons of the hemp seed. And then I put a 1/4 cup of the pecans. Measure out, and you use your dry measuring tools. This is for dry. And I dumped that in there. I don't want them chopped. I like them whole. And then you just stir it up. And when you get it all stirred up, you put them into your little cups. And it doesn't take much to get the chocolate all over them. It's looking really tasty. Hope I'm in the frame. I have no clue because I've never done this before. Alrighty, now that's pretty much mixed. When I first started making this, I didn't put the hemp seed in. I just put the chocolate, the butter, and the pecans. And then I would eat it warm. I was eating the whole thing in one shot. Whereas now, I put them into the little cups. I just spoon some of the pecans in, and I divide it up among the 6 little cups. And it's like a 6 little treat. It's really very good. And you don't need very much. I like a little bit. I'm not a big candy eater, so this really just kind of hits the spot. If you like a lot of candy, you can eat the whole thing. I will tell you how many carbs are in everything when we get through. But I try to divide them up. Try to give each cup so that it looks like they're pretty much the same. Let's see, we'll put one there, and we'll put one over here. And then you just get the rest of the hemp seeds and drop it in there. And I always lick the spoon after I'm done, and I always clean up the bowl even better because I don't want to waste any of this chocolate. I just love the taste of it. It's not real sweet. If you're expecting it to be sweet, it's not real sweet. There is sugar in those morsels, but you could probably, if you like it with higher than 60% chocolate, then it would be even less sweet. But anyways, okay, the carbs on the back of the pecans is 4 grams. That's total carbs. I do total carbs. If you were to do net carbs, it would be 3 grams fiber, so you would have really 1 gram if you did a net, 1 gram of carbs. And on the Ghirardelli chocolates, 16 little pieces is a serving, but I don't eat 16 little pieces. I eat 8, and with 16 little pieces, it's 8 grams and 1 dietary fiber, so that would be like 7 if you were doing the net. I do total. So really, when you divide these up into 6, it's very little carbs, very low. That would be, if it was 8 grams for 16, it's 4 grams for half of what I'm using. So 4 and 4 is 8. So if you do total carbs, there's 8 grams in all of this. But if you divide the 8 grams by 6, you're going to end up with way less. I'm not going to do the math for you. You can use your calculator and you can figure it. I haven't figured it that far because I really, when I eat 1. And they are so tasty. So, so tasty. I hope you enjoyed this. So that is how you make the candy. So I hope you enjoyed it. I have never done a cooking thing for YouTube. I actually did for the USDA food when I was running my daycare. I submitted a VHS tape. We had videotaped about 4 different meals that I made for approval from the USDA food. Now they were filled with carbs, which we don't do anymore because when you're on keto, you try to stay away from carbs. But they were the best dishes that my kids loved. In fact, I had my kids in the video. They were young at the time, and you could see them enjoying the pasta. It was pasta. Of course it was pasta. Some of them were pasta. Some was a beef stew that I made, and I made a stir-fry type with rice, which we don't eat rice, we don't eat pasta, we don't eat. You know what I'm going to try? Oh, I have another thought. I just have a thought. I start to say something and then I stop, but I have a thought. I'm going to try that 90-second bread because I really would like to try to have an egg on toast. And because I don't eat bread, someone suggested, and I can't remember who, it was in one of my comments that said that the 90-second bread. So I looked up the recipe for the 90-second bread, and I'm going to try and make that. And in the microwave, it's a microwave bread, and then you take it out, and I guess you can slice it and in half, and then toast it, and it would become crunchy. Whereas I'm almost thinking I won't have to toast it because when I put it on the egg to cook it, I like the bread not toasted. So we'll see what it turns out like. But I hope you enjoyed this little candy thing, and it's not sweet, but that's only if you, it's sweet to me because now I've given up all my sugar and I don't use any artificial sugars. I don't use any sweeteners of any kind. So the sweetness of the little morsels, I can taste it. But if you still have sweeteners that you're adding to your coffee or to whatever you're having, then you might have to put a little squirt of sweetener in it because you'll probably think it's bitter. Because these are the morsels that my husband used to eat, and I used to think, how can he eat these? These are so bitter. But they're not really bitter anymore. Well, I'm going to see what I've got, and if it's good, you'll see it too. If it's not so good, well, it'll go into the bin of the delete bin. That's the bin I was looking for. So enjoy your day, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.